You're sitting there, staring at your phone, replaying the same pattern again. You treated her well, you showed up, you cared, and still, she drifted away, leaving you with that familiar punch in the chest. Why am I never enough for the women I actually want? Let me explain why. There's a particular kind of pain that nice guys feel. It's quiet, it's polite. It sits inside your chest and whispers, maybe if I just try harder, maybe if I'm kinder, maybe if I prove I'm a good man, she'll finally choose me. But she doesn't. She chooses the distant one, the mysterious one, the one who doesn't fold himself into shapes just to be loved. And that's when the bitterness starts to creep in, not toward her, but toward yourself. Because deep down, you know the truth. You weren't being nice. You were negotiating, trading kindness for approval, trading effort for attention, trading your identity for her validation. Here's the truth she'll never say out loud. She didn't reject your kindness. She rejected the version of yourself you abandoned just to please her. Modern psychology calls it covert compliance. When a man hides his desires, suppresses his boundaries, and over-accommodates to avoid conflict or rejection. Women don't consciously think he's too nice. What they sense on a biological, emotional level is something far deeper. A man who fears saying no. A man who needs approval more than self-respect. A man who gives because he hopes to get. That's not love, that's control. A soft, subtle kind of control, wrapped in compliments, favors, and good intentions. But to her, it feels off. Something is missing, something she can't trust, because a man who can't confront, can't protect. A man who won't disagree, won't lead. A man who suppresses anger, suppresses passion. And a man who constantly tries to prove his worth, secretly believes he has none. This isn't random. It's psychology. I want you to imagine this scenario. There's a guy named Adam. Adam meets a woman he really likes. He texts her every morning, laughs at jokes that aren't funny, never expresses his real preferences. He's always available, even when it ruins his own day. He tells himself he's being supportive. But what he's really doing is bending. Whenever she talks about another guy, Adam says nothing. He just swallows the jealousy and smiles, thinking, if I show her how loyal I am, she'll see I'm the better choice. But here's what she subconsciously hears. I'll take any position in your life as long as you don't leave. And her attraction drops, not because Adam is a bad person, but because he's not a person she can emotionally feel. He's a mirror, reflecting whatever he thinks she wants to see. Women aren't drawn to mirrors. They're drawn to men with a center, a spine, an identity. Let me give you the shift, not the motivational version, not the cliche, just be confident version, but the psychological, practical 1-1. Stop giving without asking yourself why. Is it kindness? Or is it fear of disappointing her? Your motive matters more than your action. 2, set one boundary this week, even a small one. Say, no, I can't tonight. Or, that doesn't work for me. Watch how your body reacts. You'll feel resistance. That's your old programming dying. 3, allow her to feel the space of your absence. Nice guys fear distance. Strong men understand that space creates polarity. A woman can't miss a man who never steps back 4. Start asking for what you want. Not aggressively, not with entitlement, just honestly. I'd like to see you again. I want a real connection. I'm not interested in situationships. Honesty builds attraction faster than pleasing ever will. 5, stop apologizing for your masculine edge. Your opinions, your standards, your ambition, your boundaries. These are not flaws. They're the exact qualities women feel safe around 6. Focus on becoming a man that you respect. Here's the uncomfortable truth. If you don't genuinely admire who you are, she won't either. Your relationship with yourself sets the tone for every relationship after it. She didn't leave because you were kind. She left because you disappeared, piece by piece, decision by decision, compromise by compromise. You faded into the background of your own life and hoped she would notice, but women don't fall for ghosts. They fall for presence. For a man who stands in his truth, even when it risks the outcome. You don't win by being nicer. You win by being real, unfiltered, honest, grounded, whole. So the next time you catch yourself chasing, explaining, pleasing, or trying too hard, stop, breathe. Remember this. You weren't born to be an accessory in someone else's story. You are the author. And the moment you stop bending, the world and the right woman finally sees your true shape. Being good is a strength. Being a doormat is a choice. Choose better for you.